A little while ago, when I was in the bathroom getting ready and putting my face on, I was having thoughts and I wanted to come here and share them with you because I feel it's an important thing to talk about. I literally chicken scratched notes. So when you see me look down, I'm like looking at them. I wanted to chat about healthy doesn't always mean skinny. You don't have to have like six pack abs to be or feel healthy. If you're new here, hi, thank you. I'm Corinne, and welcome to the channel where I am passionate about showing you how easy it is to make, cook, prepare healthy, mostly whole food, plant-based foods. And I do that because it literally changed my life. I used to be an obese alcoholic. I got myself healthy. I removed the alcohol poison from my life. And then about a couple years later, I'm like, yeah, I'm obese. I can't keep living this way. I'm unhealthy. I'm miserable. I'm depressed. I hurt. My joints are achy. Blood pressure issues, onset possible diabetes, which runs in my family, and I had to make a freaking change. So I did. And just for reference, I'm going to put a picture right here on the screen so you can see what I actually looked like. Now, this was me, again, obese, depressed, alcoholic, not living my best life, putting on a fake smile every day because had to mask the fact that I was all fucked up inside, as we all do at some point in life, right? So, hold on, coffee. Oh, look at this. I have a slight coffee problem. See, look at my little coffee tattoo there. So once I got myself free from alcohol, I needed to change my life around. I needed to change my health because I was going down a really bad, shitty path with where I was. So in summer of 2018, I got introduced to Whole30. If you're unfamiliar, you eat nothing but whole foods for 30 days. No sugar, no processed bullshit, which I'm a child of the 80s, teenager in the 90s. I was raised on all that, and that's also why I have the interesting personality that I do, because being a teenager in the 90s when Beavis and Butthead was a booming thing, that's where I get a lot of my personality from. So I'm still that child from the 90s, or I should say that teenager from the 90s. You're only as old as you act and feel. We'll get there. That's a whole nother thing. I wanted to get myself healthy. So I committed myself to Whole30 and learning what it was like to eat whole foods. Foods in their most natural state, including animal products and lean cuts of meat. How to cook and prepare certain vegetables, how to cook and prepare fruits, and eating that way for 30 days. I can tell you, within the first 2 weeks, it was not easy, but I was committed because that little switch that flips in your head and you're all like, yeah, I can't keep living like this. I gotta do something about it. That happened. And I was committed. The first week was like, oh, I feel good. The second week was, I'm gonna cave. I can't keep doing this. But I pressed on, and I'm so glad that I did. So I did it for a month. I lost weight. I was feeling better, healthier, more energy, sleeping better. I also, oh yeah, another fun fact was I also had cystic acne on top of it. So that's a real go for self-esteem. That'll boost up the ego a little bit. It was so bad. There's no words to describe how depressed I was. It was so bad. Started to lose weight, started to feel good, started to, again, sleep better, less brain fog. When I was that heavy and eating those shitty foods that was just damaging my body, I would put my feet on the floor when I got out of bed and then stand up, and I'm like, everything hurts. When did I get run over by a bus in the middle of the night? It was horrible. So I noticed these changes. 2 months, I lost 17 pounds. So I kept at it. And then a couple months later of doing all this, I went down the rabbit hole. I read books and I watched documentaries on what if I completely cut out all animal products and just try a whole food, plant-based lifestyle, just to see what it would do for my health, because I was feeling freaking fantastic. So I did, and game changer. In fact, I believe that's one of the documentaries that I watched. It was literally called Game Changers, and it just an eye-opener. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. I was opened up to a world of how you can get all sorts of vitamins and nutrients and proteins and fibers and everything that your body needs to live, to be happy, to sustain, to reverse all that negative bullshit within your guts. Because if you are like me, and if you're where I was then please keep listening, because again, fucking game changer, man. I went down the rabbit hole, again, 2018, of learning what happens to animals when they go through whatever they have to go through to end up in the frozen section or the refrigerated section of the grocery store. I saw things I can't unsee, and it hurt my heart. So for moral personal reasons, I cannot go back to eating animals ever again. And I'm okay with that, because I feel amazing eating the way that I do. And again, if you haven't seen, there's like 100,000 shorts out there. I do a bunch of recipes showing you how easy it is. I'm all about easy and convenience, man. I just want to get the food and prepare it in the easiest way possible. And I also learned that eating this way, having a whole arsenal of seasons and seasonings, game changer. I'm going to say that like 97 more times. It was incredible what happened to my body. And then I got my blood work done. I lowered my bad cholesterol because apparently I had like goo and cheese whiz just pumping through my veins. Kind of like Thor from Thor. What is it? No, the Avengers Endgame. Pumping cheese whiz through his veins. I'm an MCU nerd. We can talk about that at a different time. I was in bad shape after switching and eating a mostly whole foods plant-based lifestyle. And I say mostly. I mostly eat whole foods plant-based foods. That's just it. But I'm also human, and I learned a long time ago that if I completely deprive and I completely take out the cookies and the cake and the junk and stuff and the chips and the bullshit that got me to where I was, if I completely take that out, what happens after like a week is I want to eat all the things. And if I deprive myself, I gorge on all the shit because I told myself, no, that's bad. So I allow myself the bullshit just in smaller portions to cure that craving, to taste it. I don't go overboard and just fucking open a bag of chips and just reach in like a trash panda eating the whole damn thing. I will give myself portions, again, as to not deprive. And that has also been a game changer. I got a hair in my face. After doing that and living that way, it's been wonderful. Lowered the bad cholesterol, completely reversed my chances of diabetes. I sleep better. I have less brain fog. Yes, I still drink coffee, but I was used to surviving on like a freaking half a pot of coffee a day. That was not healthy. I learned I had a caffeine addiction. Not healthy. So now I have a delicious cup of coffee in the morning. I put my plant-based protein powder in my coffee, the French vanilla. I will actually link below my favorite protein powder that I put in my coffee. And then sometimes I have that 2:30 feeling and I'll have a cup of afternoon coffee like I am right now. And I put my plant-based chocolate collagen in my coffee. It is so good. So I feel amazing. Sleeping better, less brain fog. My joints aren't hurting me anymore. I'm getting old, so I'm going to have some arthritis issues, which I'm working on as well. But the inflammation and the joint pain, gone. My freaking camera cut me off, so sorry. I know I was talking about joint pain. I don't have joint pain anymore like I used to. I mean, excluding the fact when I get done playing a show, I'm a thrash metal drummer for Nitemare Hippie children. Check us out, links below. But there's plenty of times where I play a show and hauling equipment and whatever, depending on the venue, whatever. Sometimes the very next day I feel like I got hit by a bus, but that's, duh. I worked my ass off. I earned it and I loved it. So that's completely different than waking up every day and hurting and feeling like shit. I don't have back pain anymore. I feel freaking incredible, and that's the point I'm trying to make. I'm going to look down at my notes. Sleep better, less brain fog, good blood work, no more chances of diabetes, heart health. One of the books that I read was how to prevent and reverse heart disease. Reverse and prevent heart disease. I will link it below as well. I read so many freaking books. Game changer. I learned so much knowledge. Speaking of, I'm actually putting together a program, and I don't know what it's going to be called yet, but I am packaging up 8 years of knowledge and all those books that I read into a pretty package to help out you, and that will be out within the next couple of weeks. If you're interested, there's going to be a link below. Click on that link and sign up for it, and you can be one of the first to be notified for early bird access. There's going to be a discount when it launches as well. So again, click on that link below if you're interested. There's going to be, so normally when you start some sort of plan, for example, the Whole30, that's 30 days. It can be overwhelming as fuck if you're brand new to it, and depending on where your mindset or your headspace is at. I'm putting together a only 5 day thing for you. Some easy meals to do, what to actually get at the grocery store for it. And I'm doing only 5 days on purpose as to not overwhelm you, because I know that if you can stick to this for only 5 days out of your life and give this a try, I want you to come back and tell me after those 5 days, like, holy shit, Corinne, I'm starting to feel pretty good. I see what all the hoopla is about. That's what I want for you. So again, link below, check it out. To be able to feel this awesome, and yes, I lost weight, and all of those wonderful things that I just talked about going on with my body, or I should say lack thereof, because I don't have a six-pack. I'm still overweight, but I don't feel like I felt when I was obese with cystic acne, and it was disgusting. And I'll put a different picture up here for you right now. This is another picture of what I used to look like. And yes, I'm still overweight and I don't have the six-pack abs, but I'm not letting the fucking number on the scale defy me and tell me what healthy is. Because to me, I feel fucking fantastic. With all those things that I just mentioned, I feel good. I can play drums for hours on end. I can haul my freaking equipment up and down the stairs. I can literally run up and down my stairs. I have a desk job, so sometimes I will get up from my desk, run up and down my stairs a few times, just to kind of, keep the stamina, keep the cardio going, get the blood flowing, get the heart rate up a little bit, and then I feel really good afterwards. I can do that. I don't have the mindset of, ugh, I have to work out. I have the mindset of, I get to work out. My body is capable of so many things, and we take it for granted sometimes. I didn't get to where I was in a few minutes or a few days. I got to where I was over years of not knowing how to eat after many failed fad diets. I did Weight Watchers, keto, carnivore diet. I counted calories. I got to an unhealthy point trying to lose weight by trying some of these bullshit diets in the past. And I got away from that. I don't count calories. I eat a fuck ton of fruits and vegetables to fill me up. And eating those things in super low calories means I can eat a whole bunch of food for little calories. And when I'm done eating a ginormous bowl of food, again, go and watch any of my shorts and look at some of the dinners that I eat. They're decent sized portions, man. but they're lower in calories because they're not filled with calories. They're mostly fruits and vegetables and plant-based proteins, tofu and beans and lentils. Oh my. And they make me feel good. And usually in the past, when I would eat like a ginormous bowl or plate of food, I would feel like shit, mentally, physically, like lethargic and bloated, and ugh. That doesn't happen anymore. My guts like are thanking me for completely changing that around for so many good reasons. So the whole point of this was trying to have you understand that skinny or fit doesn't always mean healthy. So I'm a walking, talking example of it's okay to be overweight and still be healthy because of how I feel. I have energy. I can go for walks. I can run. I can do things, man. I feel freaking fantastic. So hopefully the takeaway from this is for you to understand that just by making some subtle changes, and it can be scary because change is always scary. We get into a comfortable place and we don't want to get out of our comfort zone. We don't want to step outside that box. It can be fucking scary, man. But keep coming back. Check out some of my other videos showing you literally how easy it is. I have a link down below also for my Amazon store showing you the minimal, like I have a food processor and a blender and pots and pans and some seasonings. I don't have anything crazy. You don't have to have like the fancy pantsy freaking kitchen gadgets to live this lifestyle. It's easy. It's fun. We have cookies, but you know, they're made with chickpeas or white beans or something, but they're freaking delicious. Trust me. Go scope out the channel, get some food and healthy dessert ideas. Let me know if you have any questions. If you made it this far, you freaking rock. And I thank you for being here with me, and more videos possibly like this to come out of me just yapping and sharing. Life can be good, man. You got to make the change. So get yourself feeling a little bit better, and it will help. It'll help so many things. A little self-esteem boost. Waking up and not feeling like dog shit every day. I'm gonna say it once again, game changer. I feel good, and I want you to feel good too. So thank you for being here. Go eat clean, live loud, and I will see you in the next video.